Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever felt like your worth as a woman is somehow linked to your appearance or your achievements? Today we're diving into a topic that's close to all of our hearts. We'll be discussing how chasing perfection can be detrimental to women's well-being and self-worth. But before we dive in, please subscribe so you don't miss out on our life-changing content. Now let's get started. The myth of perfection. There's a notion that perfection is something to strive for, a standard to be reached, a finish line that when crossed will bring ultimate happiness. But what if this couldn't be further from the truth? What if this myth of perfection is actually a mirage, a deceptive fantasy that leads to nothing but disappointment and dissatisfaction? The belief in perfection often sets unrealistic expectations, not only from ourselves, but also from others. It becomes a benchmark that is impossible to attain, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-blame when we inevitably fall short. This constant pressure to be perfect can be particularly damaging to women who are often held to stricter standards than their male counterparts. The unrealistic beauty standards and societal norms can make the pursuit of perfection a seemingly never-ending struggle, one that can take a significant toll on their mental and emotional well-being. So it's time to start questioning this notion of perfection. Let's challenge this belief that perfection is attainable or even desirable. Instead, let's focus on embracing our flaws, celebrating our uniqueness, and striving for progress rather than unattainable flawlessness. 2. Social media pressure. In today's digital age, social media platforms have become a breeding ground for unrealistic beauty standards and a constant pressure to conform. These platforms often portray a distorted reality where people are constantly curating the perfect image, showcasing only the highlights of their lives while hiding the imperfections. For women, this pressure can be particularly intense. They're often bombarded with images of seemingly flawless women, which can lead to feelings of inferiority and a constant need to compare themselves to these unrealistic ideals. This social comparison can be detrimental to their self-esteem and mental health. The relentless pursuit of the perfect body type, the perfect lifestyle, the perfect family, it's all a carefully constructed facade that can leave women feeling inadequate and anxious. It's crucial to recognize that what we see on social media is often a carefully crafted illusion, a far cry from the authentic, everyday reality of those whose lives we're seemingly privy to. It's time to break free from the shackles of social media pressure and embrace the beauty of authenticity. Let us focus on celebrating our unique qualities and being comfortable in our own skin, rather than conforming to the unrealistic and often unattainable standards set by society. 3. The comparison trap. The human brain is wired to compare. It's an innate tendency that has both its advantages and disadvantages. On one hand, comparison can motivate us to improve and strive for excellence. On the other hand, it can lead us down the treacherous path of envy and self-depreciation. This is especially true for women who are often pitted against each other in a society that values their appearance and achievements. The constant comparison to other women can be exhausting and demoralizing. It can lead to feelings of inferiority and a distorted self. When we fixate on our perceived shortcomings compared to others, it can be detrimental to our self-worth and mental well-being. It's important to remember that everyone's journey is unique. Comparing ourselves to others only sets us up for disappointment and unhappiness. Instead, let's shift our focus to appreciating our journey, celebrating our unique strengths, and embracing our individuality. After all, we're all just trying to navigate this complex world in our ways. So let's break free from the comparison trap and embrace what makes us uniquely us. For self-worth versus appearance. In a world where beauty standards are often equated with self-worth, it's crucial to recognize that our appearance has no bearing on our inherent value as individuals. The belief that our appearance determines our self-worth is a harmful and misleading notion that can have detrimental effects on both our mental and physical well-being. This mindset can lead to a myriad of issues, such as body image problems, eating disorders, and low self-esteem, particularly among women who are often subjected to unrealistic beauty standards. When we internalize the idea that our appearance reflects our self-worth, we open ourselves up to a lifetime of insecurities and self-doubt. It's important to remember that we are more than our physical attributes. Our worth is not determined by the shape of our eyes, the color of our skin, the size of our waist, or any other superficial characteristic. Rather, it's determined by the content of our character, the depth of our soul, and the value we bring to the world. Let's challenge this harmful belief and celebrate the diversity of beauty that exists in our world. 5. The people-pleasing cycle. The human need for connection and belonging is fundamental. We're social creatures who crave acceptance and validation from our peers. However, this innate desire can sometimes morph into a compulsive need to please others at our own expense. This is particularly prevalent in women, who often find themselves caught in a cycle of pleasing others to the point of neglecting themselves. The relentless pursuit of approval and acceptance can be emotionally draining and can lead to feelings of exhaustion and resentment. It's crucial to recognize that while maintaining relationships is essential, it should not come at the cost of our own well-being and happiness. Prioritizing others' needs and opinions above our own can lead to a loss of identity and a decline in mental health. The constant fear of rejection and the pressure to conform to others' expectations can be overwhelming and debilitating. It's important to remember that true fulfillment comes from a place of authenticity and self-acceptance, not from pleasing others. So let us break the cycle of people-pleasing and prioritize our own needs and desires without guilt or shame. No sick. The mental health toll. Mental health is a critical aspect of our overall well-being, yet it's often overlooked and stigmatized, particularly in a society that places a heavy emphasis on physical beauty and material success. The pursuit of perfection, whether internally or externally, can take a significant toll on our mental health. The constant pressure to meet unrealistic expectations can lead to heightened levels of stress, anxiety, and even depression. This is especially true for women who often face a multitude of societal pressures, from maintaining a perfect appearance to achieving an ideal career and family life. The fear of failure, the need for external validation, and the relentless pursuit of an elusive ideal can all contribute to a decline in mental well-being. It's crucial to recognize the importance of seeking help and prioritizing our mental health. By doing so, we can pave the way for a more balanced and fulfilling life. So let's break down the stigma surrounding mental health and prioritize our well-being. 7. Setting boundaries. In a world that often feels like one giant game of comparison and competition, it's more important than ever to prioritize our own needs and protect our mental space. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of self-care that allows us to create a safe and healthy environment for ourselves. By establishing clear limits and communicating them effectively, we can maintain our dignity, respect, and autonomy. It's crucial to recognize that setting boundaries is not a selfish act, but rather a necessary step towards creating healthy and fulfilling relationships. It allows us to cultivate genuine connections with others based on mutual respect and understanding rather than people-pleasing in fear of rejection. By prioritizing our own needs and protecting our mental space, we can foster a sense of self-worth and confidence that is not dependent on the approval of others. So let's break the mold and embrace the power of setting boundaries. 8. The role of self-compassion. In a world that often feels like a never-ending competition, it's easy to forget the importance of treating ourselves with kindness and understanding. Self-compassion is a crucial component of our mental well-being. It allows us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to others, recognizing that we're all human and prone to making mistakes. By cultivating self-compassion, we can break free from the cycle of self-criticism and judgment and embrace a more balanced and realistic view of ourselves. It's important to remember that we're not perfect, and that's okay. Our imperfections are what make us human and unique. So let's prioritize self-compassion and treat ourselves with the kindness and understanding we all deserve. 9. Redefining success. The definition of success is subjective and varies greatly depending on our values, goals, and aspirations. In a society that often equates success with wealth, fame, and material possessions, it's important to remember that these are just external markers of achievement. True success encompasses a much broader spectrum of factors, including personal fulfillment, strong relationships, and a sense of purpose. It's about finding joy in the journey rather than solely focusing on the result. When we redefine success on our own terms, we free ourselves from the pressure of meeting society's unrealistic expectations. Instead of chasing fame and fortune, we can strive for a more balanced and meaningful life that aligns with our values and brings us happiness. It's about recognizing that success is not a destination, but rather a lifelong journey filled with ups and downs. 10. Celebrate imperfection. Embracing imperfection is a powerful way to challenge societal norms and expectations. It's a celebration of our uniqueness and a recognition that our flaws and mistakes are what make us human. When we focus on our imperfections, we often forget that they're part of what makes us beautiful, interesting, and relatable. It's in our imperfections that we find our strength, resilience, and adaptability. Let's break free from the mold and embrace what makes us unique. Let's celebrate our quirks, our flaws, and our mistakes, because they're what make us truly beautiful. We hope this video has been insightful and empowering. Remember, your worth is not defined by your appearance or achievements. You are valuable and deserving of love and happiness. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.